Hi, it's Eugenie. I'm back again for another technique video today, and today we're going to be learning how to do spiccato, which is a type of bow stroke. Not to be confused with staccato, which is short notes on the string, like this. That's staccato, which is, you need to remember that it's on the string. But spiccato is the same, similar sounding stroke, but it's off the string, at the heel of the bow. So that's the main difference between staccato and spiccato. Staccato is on the string and spiccato is off the string. They sound very similar, so I'm just clarifying that. They're two different strokes. So, in order to play spiccato, as it's off the string, we need to do something to allow us to be able to play off the string. So, what that means is we need to use our fingers, which is really important, our fingers in the bow. I haven't really done any videos so far on a stroke that you need to physically move your fingers with the bow. But when we do spiccato, this is what we use our fingers for. So, the difference is, the reason why we need to use our fingers is because this is what helps create the effect of the playing off the string. And if you don't know what off the string means, off the string is after you play each stroke, you lift up the bow from the string. So this is spiccato. If you can see here, if you could see there, my bow is leaving the string, as opposed to staccato, which is just like that, where my bow is still staying on the string. So, we need to use our fingers. So, I'll show you without the violin, so just with the bow. Basically, when we hold the bow like this, right? So, when we do spiccato, when we do the down bow, we do the same, we just hold the bow normally. But when we do the up bow, we want to, it's not too much, but we want to just slightly push forwards our fingers like this, if you can see. This is the down bow, this is the up bow. The reason why we use our fingers to do spiccato is not only does it help even when we're doing it slowly, but when we have to eventually do fast spiccato, we won't have time to try and lift up the bow with our arms. We'll just look like a flapping chicken. And that just won't look good, and it will be really uncomfortable, and you won't feel good either. So just instead of doing that, we use our fingers. So for the down bow, we just do this, normal, bringing in our fingers, and then for the up bow, we just push out our fingers a little bit to make the up bow with our fingers. So if you can see here, if I just push my fingers up, the bow goes up. I didn't even need to move my arm. So this is why it's so useful to be able to use our fingers. And at first it might be a bit unnatural to be moving the fingers, so you can just practice doing this a bit. But this is, you shouldn't over exaggerate it. It should just be a little bit, not all the way. Don't push your fingers all the way out. It's just a subtle thing. It's pushing it out maybe. So when you come to do it on the string, just pick any string. I'll do it on an A string. If you can see here, if you just do this exact same thing and transfer it onto your string, it already makes a really good spiccato. And what you need to imagine in your mind's eye, the image and the shape of how your bow should be moving is almost like a saucer, like a little dish, a really shallow dish, or if you wear contact lenses, the shape of a contact lens, something like that, just a really small dip like this, like a little anyway, just a little indent like this. That's kind of what the shape it should make. I just realised literally what I was describing is literally in the background. So if you can see, it shouldn't be like staccato, which is just a straight line. It should be, I'll do it this way too, I don't know which way is better. If you can see the direction of my bow, you can see that it's kind of like this, it's more like you're making a dip. An upside down C, a C upside down, or no, a wave, like a wave in the C. That's what it should be like and feel like. So if you just do this a few times, it's actually quite a short, simple way and steps to be able to do this spiccato, because it doesn't require as many different steps and tips as vibrato or something. So all you need to do is activate your fingers like this, and just because the stroke spiccato is always at the heel of the bow, depending on how long the length of the note is. For example, if you're doing crotchets in a slow piece, you can use more bow, but still be aware of this saucer shape, indented shape, and that's the same as if you do it faster, you can use less bow. But always being aware of your fingers moving and the shape, because that's what really helps. When we play violin, it's really helpful to visualize a picture in our head, because then 9 times out of 10 you end up doing it if you think of doing something. Anyway, so the most important thing to remember is that spiccato is in the lower quarter of the bow, around the heel area. You can't really do spiccato anywhere else. It's specifically designed for down here. And once you get the hang of that, do it on every string. And what is really good, different things that you can do, what I do is every day I practice a scale in spiccato, and you can start by doing it slowly and then gradually getting faster. So I'll do it slowly for now. And the sound shouldn't be too cutting, so it should be. And then you can get up to doing it faster, so like so. And also what is really useful is practicing arpeggios, or even just open string crossings like this, because actually that is much harder than just playing spiccato on the same string. So when we do the spiccato string crossings, it's even more crucial that when we do in the up bow especially, because the up bow is harder, when we do the up bow, especially if it's on the string crossing like this, then we activate our fingers even more. It's like a spring. Your fingers are very active and like that. Also, something else to bear in mind is that spiccato, for me at least, I found that spiccato is most effective when we use a flat bow hair, because when we use the flat bow hair, it's much easier for the bow to bounce, because just something about the physics or whatever, the bow itself is flat, so it will be more likely to bounce. So, but if we use just the side of a hair, there's not enough surface area for the hair to bounce, because it's much easier for it to bounce. That's with a flat hair. So it's much easier to do that with a flat bow hair as opposed to using the side of your hair. So that is pretty much it actually. It's quite a short exercise to learn, and another helpful thing is sometimes if you practice scales with repeated bows. So for example, 4 bows per note. So like that, and just do a 2-octave scale in any key, because then it just helps you get used to each note and how it works here, and it's less fast. So I would suggest if you practice it with a scale, start with doing it 4 notes to a bow, and then you can gradually decrease the amount of bows to note, and just play a full scale in spiccato like this. And always remember to utilize your pinky finger and ring fingers on the bow, because when we're playing at the heel especially, it's harder to balance. It's a bit heavier, so we need to balance the bottom of the bow with these 2 fingers. So that is pretty much it for today. So I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And if you have any more questions, please comment below or ask me any questions on my Instagram. Please like and subscribe and watch my other videos. I've done quite a lot of technique videos now. Hopefully they'll all be helpful for you, so please check them out if you're stuck with anything. And please let me know what type of videos you'd like to see next. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye!